So he was reminded, but when we now have to press on so that they can do more investigation, we realize that it's actually what the family has been doing to so many Nigerian guys. So if he had the 9,000 series, he would pay the 9,000 series, the girl will move on to another guy. And if you have any reason to be involved in anything that have to involve the police, tell them the truth. Ghanaian police listens. But when they look at you and you try to prove arrogance, you're actually going to get into trouble with them.
Yeah.
I didn't know I was going to come out of that incident.
So you were actually there.
I was at Seku that night. It's one of the days I know that in Ghana I said, God, you have saved me in this one. I'm grateful.
Hello guys, welcome to BEFE'S Space. If this is the first time of coming across my channel, hello, you're very much welcome. My name is Kina Befe. Guys, today I have someone special with me on the channel, and you know, anytime I bring someone on the channel, we're about to discuss something lit, something interesting. We're about to learn or unlearn. So with me today is a very handsome looking man, all the way from Nigeria, and he's here to share his experiences with us. And if you know this is the kind of video you would love to watch, just keep watching, because I promise you, you're going to enjoy this one. So without much wasting of time, let me introduce to you the one and only Mr. Martins. You're very much welcome, Mr. Martins.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for gracing my channel. You're looking good, oh, Charlie. This African print, there, yeah, is you.
I don't know. It's actually, I just woke up this morning. I feel like, oh, I think I should put on this.
Why are dear? Why are dear? Why are dear? How are you doing?
I'm okay, doing good.
You're a Nigerian?
Yes, of course I'm.
What part of Nigeria do you come from?
Imo State, precisely.
Imo?
Yes.
Imo. Owerri. What part of Imo?
Well, I am proudly, come on, sure, I'm proud of my local government, okay? See, I'm from Isi Alambano, okay? There is this thing they think that we do, but I don't do that thing.
What's that?
I don't want to mention it, let's not even go there. But I'm proudly Isi Alambano boy.
I beg, what do you people do?
No, I don't want to say it. It's just a kind of word that they know Isi Alambano guys for, but I don't want to use that word here, so let's not
you people are proud.
No, we're not proud. We are just confident. We have this. We believe in ourselves.
Okay.
Yes, we do.
Let's talk about you coming to Ghana. When did you come to Ghana?
Well, I came to Ghana 2012. I actually came to school here. So.
Oh, okay. That's a long time.
Sure.
So which school did you attend?
Accra Institute of Technology.
Accra Institute of Technology. Yes. I see. How many years did you spend at school?
Normal 4 years.
4 years,
yes.
And you were done.
Yes.
So why did you go back to your country?
We are here.
Why did you decide to come to Ghana? You could have schooled in Nigeria, probably a private university in Nigeria, yeah.
As the time I finished my secondary school in Nigeria, I decided to normal. When a guy finishes secondary school, want to see other parts of life, and I decided to do that. Also try to pursue admission at the same time, but the normal issues after JAM, the procedure was becoming something else. So I decided, okay, fine, let me just go into other parts of life, get a job first, and then know what to do. But along the line, I decided that no, I think I should just focus right now, finish everything about education once and for all. And I went back again, and it's still the same stress. And then looking at it, that those who are in school already, how many years they have spent already, and if I should go that lane, I just calculated myself now, man, it's going to be a long one. I don't want to try that. Since the family can actually take care of me going to school outside Nigeria, what are the options I have? So my family said, okay, I should not go that far. We decided to choose Ghana, since Ghana education is also good. So that's why I came to Ghana.
How did you feel going to Ghana instead of going to US, Canada, and the likes?
Well, it would have been a good experience going to a Western world, but my sister, as we calculate too, we go small, make we no rush, because of our pocket, so that we and besides, I know that it's not as if the family would have been able to fund that, but you see, everybody have. When they look at you, they say, this guy, if you carry this boy, go that place, if you don't come back, So we could keep our eyes a bit close. They feel like, oh, let's just do something close so that at any time you can always come home.
So you were a stubborn child?
I'm not a stubborn child.
You were a stubborn child when you were young. That's why they had to keep you very close.
I'm a calm and very
where their eyes
man.
can be on you until you repented and gave your life to Jesus. Hallelujah. I think I agree with you. I agree with you on that. Most parents prefer their children to be in Ghana because they feel they can quickly rush to come see the child. But if the child is in Canada or America, you can't just, pick a flight.
And you see, even when I came to Ghana, I got to meet some friends who are also some people who their parents had to withdraw them from the Western world. They had to come back to Ghana just because they don't want them. Some of them actually came back to Ghana because of their life the kind of irresponsible life they're living outside, and their parents wouldn't want them to come back to Nigeria. So that people will not say, "Oh, finally your son is back or your daughter is back to Nigeria." So they decided to just keep them here in Ghana. Okay, come and complete your education here in Ghana. Okay, so I feel Ghana then was accommodating, and very interesting place to be.
Did you hear anything about Ghana before you came to Ghana? Like any story about Ghana?
Nothing negative. Because when I was told to scan for my school, I decided to do a little bit of research about Ghana. Like nothing negative.
Okay.
The understanding I had about Ghana is that it's just as good as Nigeria.
Okay.
Because they speak English.
Okay.
Though there are few things that they eat that you can also eat as a Nigerian. So okay, fine. If this is possible, then fine. As for that, is just only that the question I had about Ghana before I came was quite good.
So when you finally came to Ghana, what was your first impression about Ghana? Immediately you landed.
After landing, coming into Ghana itself, coming into the should I say the city itself, I felt like though I was expecting a little bit of more. Like it's more developed to an extent, being that this is Accra. I expected a little, apart from the airport area, like I expected every other area to be more. But when I got to some areas that night, it was quite wow. Okay, let me just calm down until morning before I can see. But the morning time, I was like, even some places where I stayed in Nigeria, it's more like classy than this and developed than this. But after a while, I'd have to visit some places and I realized that, oh, wow, there are damn beautiful. Ghana is actually beautiful. Yes. There are so many good places around here. So
yes, I think everywhere cannot be the same.
Yeah, sure.
There are areas. I think that happens mostly in Africa. It's like there are specific areas that are really, really developed and fine. It's like they've secluded those areas for the elites. And then the normal area where you can have mixed, both the rich and the poor and all
everybody
of that.
can. But actually that impression came because when you look at Abuja being the capital of Nigeria, look at Accra being the capital of Ghana, the expectation was very, very high. But then we cannot all be the same.
Yes, so Nigeria and Ghana, they are two different countries. So this is Ghana.
But we love Ghana, we love Ghana.
What was your experience like in school? You had some few challenges back then in Nigeria. You never got admission into any university in Nigeria.
Yeah, no.
You never did. No. But you were in the process of getting the admission and all the hookups. So what was your process like in Ghana, getting admission in Ghana as a foreign student? As
a matter of fact, somebody had to do all of that admission stuff while I was still in Nigeria. But it's not difficult because by the time I came, I was also able to help others to process the admission.
Okay, from Nigeria?
Yes, I did about more than 8 people's admission.
Oh, that's nice.
When I came in. Because it's not actually anything difficult. All you need is just your result, your WAEC result. As long as you have your WAEC result intact, you have admission.
Okay.
There is no much procedure. You just your documents, apart from your result, which is your major qualification, just have other documents, international passports, your birth certificate, and just those minor documents which is necessary for everyone to have. That is just all it took to have admission here. Because, and I know even till now it's just the same process. There is no much stress. Come in and then write exam. But then back in AIT, there are some challenges that people had when if you didn't do further maths in Nigeria and you come here and you want to do computer science, they will let you go through extra 1 year. During that 1 year is kind of a certificate course. After you graduate from there, then you can proceed. But they will add it also. It's not as if you're going to do 5 years. You're still going to do your 4 years. But they're going to make it bring all of them together to add some of the courses that you did not do in Nigeria, so you can proceed from there.
Okay.
So these are the only challenges that most people experience when they came. Because Nigeria don't take further maths as a core course, okay, but here is important to them. Especially when you're doing something like computer science, yeah, it's very, very important.
Okay, I see. You raised the point about someone running your admission for you when you were already in Nigeria, when you were still in Nigeria. That's the same thing that happened to me, anyways. Though when I came, I now changed my school. But I keep asking, does that happen in Nigeria? Like, can you be somewhere and someone will run your admission for you, and then you just come in and start school?
Just like we know in Nigeria, if you want to do that, follow that procedure where you don't need to appear, okay, it's going to take you a lot. Yeah, you must have raised a whole lot of fund, you see, because it is not a Nigerian procedure. Nigerian procedure requires that you have to write your JAMB, you have to write your post-UME, then you now have to start chasing admission, you have to start lobbying and praying that your name comes out first list, second list, and all of that. And at the end of the day, it might not even be there, okay? So it's unlike here. All they need is just that document and your passport. The moment they do that, they'll give you admission, then you come, and the moment you come in person, you have to also report so that they can process your ID card and all of that to show that you actually are present. But your admission have a period of time. After that time, if you don't respond, if you don't come in person, that admission is cancelled.
It's cancelled.
Okay, and then the admission was about $50 or thereabout. It's not that much. So most people were like, okay, fine. Some people did not actually respond after the admission. Some people had a change of mind. Okay, and some people actually came and things didn't go out as planned. They have to go. So
I think that's the same thing that happened to me. The person that ran my admission for me, when I came to Ghana, the school that I saw, I didn't like the school. It was just like a secondary school. I'm like, what's this? I beg. I had to look for somewhere else. So I understand that. So let's talk about your experiences in school. What were your experiences like as a foreign student in school?
Well, when I came into Ghana as a foreign student, I think I enjoyed the environment on the fact that because I'm a Nigerian, back then it feels like Nigerians are appreciated. As I came in, I was shown that love. I was welcomed. And coming and meeting other Nigerians too, it was more like we are home. There is nothing going on. Like we are all here together. We are doing this thing together. So the experience in school was quite a good one. It was a good one. There are funny experiences where you see some students who just come to waste their time. They just, we had. I think there were some few people in the course in my class, in my part of my course. Then they were just in school, but they were not actually in school. The parents are sending money. I remember a guy who shocked the father. Okay, the father has been paying school fees $2,000, and he told the father that he has to pay that 2 times per semester.
2 times per semester.
And the father did not even bother himself, so he was paying $4,000 at the end of 1 semester because he told his father that they do it short. No,
he just fabricated.
So the father was busy funding him with $4,000 as fees. Then, though our fees was about $1,800 then per semester, but he was getting a whole lot of extra apart from his hostel fee and all of that. And at the same time, he's not paying attention
in school.
So an AIT's pattern then is not like you keep failing and be going forward. No, they don't do that. If you repeat a course 2 times, 3 times, you're going to be dropped. Okay. So he has actually been dropped a long time. But he was still taking that money from the father. Till the father decided to pay him a surprise visit in school. We are all surprised that the slap he collected in front of everybody was quite a shock. So that is part of the funny experience, that some people were actually there, but they were not actually in school.
They were not in school.
And so to an extent, I blame the parents because they were not paying attention. Because your child cannot be, look at Ghana, look at Nigeria. Highest take is 45 minutes flight. You arrive here just to check up on your child and be sure that the child is actually paying attention. So those are the funny experiences. And we have also some girls who actually decided to turn into part-time runs girls while still in school and all of those things. So it was actually a good experience then. Apart from that, we enjoyed our clubs, we enjoyed our various departments. I was part of the music department then in school, and it was quite a fun period. I actually did computer science, not because it's actually a course I loved, it's a course that, just can't do it. And that's why presently I don't do anything in computer science.
Okay, so what do you do now?
Presently I am into interior decoration and CCTV, security and all of that.
That's what you had interest in a
Like
long
this
time
is
ago.
what I'm beginning to love. Like I want to be able to beautify, not just to sit in front of a computer and be putting codes and all of that and all of that. But then I don't regret that because the knowledge I have, or most of this knowledge, I use it as part of my work presently. I did the course and I loved it, but then that is not actual. Here in Ghana, before you can get a job after your course is very difficult because the documents, you have to get a work permit. You have to do this, you have to do that. And by the time you look at all of this, you ask yourself, man, how far?
And those documents, you have to renew them every year.
Yes.
So by the time you calculate how much you are going to make working for someone at the end of the year, and you have to remove that amount of money to renew your documents every year, then you realize that it's better for you to find something doing yourself. It will even be easier for you to renew those documents than working for someone, because how much are they going to pay you? Whilst you were in Nigeria, when you finished secondary school, what was your interest? Was it, decoration and all of this?
While I was in Nigeria, I had lots of, apart from music, was just chasing my music career, gospel music career and all of that. Yes, I loved anything that has to do with decoration. I love anything that has to do with fixing of beautifying things, fixing of this, fixing of that. I just like a lively place. I'm not the kind of person who just want to sit down one place and face one
computer
screen and be looking at the screen and all of that.
So when you were trying to get admission into Ghana, I know in Nigeria it's going to be very, very difficult to go in for a course that you want, that you have interest in. But when you were coming to Ghana, did you try to get a course that is related to something like that, or because you just wanted to do computer science?
Well, I already know the course I was coming to study,
which was computer science.
Which was computer science.
Okay.
So when I came in, I didn't bother myself like, there is no need for me to go and start changing courses right now. There is also something I always loved about, that is videography, editing and photography. Those things are part of the exciting things I want to do. So when I came in, I actually did some research and I know that there is actually a school in Achimota that offers that course. So I was thinking about going there to, but then by that time they have not become that versatile. Like, okay, let me just concentrate. Right now I don't have the fund to fund myself. My fund was coming from home, and this is what they're expecting you to do. So let's not just create a whole lot of ideas, but then fine, if it is something I can learn on the street, I can learn it on the street and add it to what I do. So that was one of the things that helped me so much. So I met someone who actually saw me through that, and then we moved into, he taught me how to do editing. I got a job. Even after school, the first job I got was actually in a production company where I was doing the edit, I was doing the video editing. We shoot news, we do all of that. We go out for events and all of that to cover programs and all of that.
And you enjoyed all of that?
And I enjoyed all of that. I really don't regret, because I had the opportunity to work with so many people. And even before I fully go into CCTV installation and other decorations, even till now I still do all of that. I still do part of the movie thing once in a while. Before I went into that, I think we shot a movie recently with Clement Suarez and John, which is a Drogba. And those experiences were actually nice for me. Where I have to be the production manager and all of that. So those experiences were part of what I felt I enjoyed from what I developed interest in when I came in. So meeting the guy was actually something else that helped me to go into that aspect of life.
Okay, you said something about you having interest in music right from home.
Yes, from childhood.
From childhood,
yeah.
You've been a music inclined person.
Yes.
So are you doing something related to that now?
Yes, it's a family thing actually.
Okay.
Music is a family thing. So, and one of the things that we are brought up to understand is that we should never do music as kind of business.
Business.
Okay.
Not
as long as gospel music is concerned, don't do it like business. So that's why I decided not to use it to face it squarely. It's okay, let me just go into this, because also I need funds, right, to sustain myself. So instead of me to like, okay, let's take it slow. Presently, yes, I'm working on that, and we have some songs that we're working on presently too. And God will help us to bring it out soon. So
why is it that we shouldn't take music as a business? Because we have people that are solely gospel musicians.
Yes.
So how are they going to survive?
Those people are doing gospel music as a business. And some are doing gospel music as a passion, as a ministry. Their income is not from gospel music.
Okay.
They have other investments. And by God's grace, we have some people, some mentors and some people who we're close to who have been advising us and teaching us what to do and all of that. And we realize that most gospel musicians, gospel ministers, I don't want to use the word just musicians, actually don't even charge to come for events. If they come to minister in your program, whatever you have, you give to them. Even if you don't give them anything, they're not going to pressure you. And we have some who, before they even appear, their manager gives you a download of what you need to pay. And you need to pay some of this money ahead of time, even before they come. So there are two different parts. And if someone is doing it as a business, you can't blame the person.
Yeah.
He has his reason for doing that. And if someone is doing it as a full-time ministry without charging any money, you don't also, everybody have their own part. Me, this is my own understanding. This is what I've been taught. Not to do it as a full-time business, but to do it as a ministry. It's God that brings the increase. If you're going to be blessed through that, we've had testimonies of people who don't charge, but they're living a very comfortable life, like they are okay financially. Other source of income they have is actually generating more than enough for them. Okay. And we also have those who are doing it as business. They are also okay. And when they minister to, the Holy Spirit moves. So it's not, it's a two-way thing. Everybody have a reason for what they are doing. They know everybody have a covenant with God and is moving on with them for like that. And everybody have their own price to pay as well for it. Okay. So that's why we don't do it as full-time business.
So now let's go back to after your university days. What happened? Did you go back to Nigeria at a point?
To be sincere with you, see, after my school, I don't think I've been in Nigeria for up to 8 months before, or should I say 7 months. Since the time I came to Ghana, I've not been to Ghana. I've not been in Nigeria for up to 7 months.
Really? So you didn't serve in Nigeria?
I did not. What am I going to serve for? Because already I've made up my mind. I know what I want to do with my life. I did not just go for any service. I know it has been a challenge. Also, you need it in future. I don't intend to become a politician.
So you are part of the Nigerians that disowned their country and decided not to go and serve.
I did not disown my country, but I decided not to.
Oh yes, but I understand, because mostly it's if you have to work in Nigeria or you want to get any political appointment, then you must ensure that you serve in Nigeria because they will hold you.
We have different ways of serving our country by upholding the honor of the country.
That's true.
At least I can't say I have not given Nigeria a bad name since I came to Ghana. Any Ghanaian who comes across me, oh, you're a good Nigerian. That is me serving my country.
That's true.
So it's not just going there and doing all those, passing through all that stress. At the end of the day, those who served, some of them don't even, after studying so many interesting courses now, some of them, they streets, they sell mango, some they sell orange, The country itself is even serving us. We love Nigeria, but the country is not serving us. So we have to serve the country the way we can.
So how has life been for you ever since you finished school, trying to put things together? How has life been for you, generally?
Well, I won't complain. Like I say, like one thing I believe is that storm will come and go. So it's been up and down, but God is sustaining us. As God may have it. I'm done with school. I'm married. I feel I'm okay to an extent. I'm not.
You're married in Ghana?
I met my wife here in Ghana, but she's a Nigerian actually.
Oh, yes. I see.
She's a Nigerian.
I see.
It's still the same school process, okay? Yeah.
You did admission for her?
No, I didn't do admission. It was my friend that did admission for her.
Okay, and you saw her?
Yeah, even before I saw her, before she came, my friend told me, oh, I'm doing admission for this guy. I said, really? Who is the girl? Show me the picture. I looked at it, I said, I will date this girl. He was like, oh, that is impossible. I was like, he said it's not possible. I said, why would you say it's not possible? I said, I will date this girl. He said that he knows that it's not possible. I said, really? Okay, no problem. Each time we are doing the procedure, each time I mention it, he'll be like, guy, you're serious about it? I said, yes, I'm serious about it.
Why did you say that?
I don't know. I just saw the picture and I felt like this is, and that was more than 9 years ago. That was even 9 years after my wedding. I married her 9 years later.
I see.
Yes. I got married to
her 9
years later. I want to know
what led you. Is it like you just liked her, or it's an instinct, or it's the Holy Spirit? Okay, let me know what led you.
Sorry to say this. The picture I actually saw, on a norm, if I see that picture, like, if I decide to be around, if I see that picture, I won't even want to look at that girl like 2 times. Because the position at which she was, everything, the look and everything, there was nothing that would have attracted me to that girl. But the moment I saw it, I was like, I will date this girl. So he was like, what guy? He knows me, and he knows the kind of girls that are around me as at that time, because then I was a music director in one of the parishes around Central University.
Which church?
Under RCCG.
Okay.
But the church was close to Central University, so we have more of Central University students coming to the school. We see touched girls, classic girls, rich girls, and all of that. So, what is calling your interest? You've not had any interest on any of these girls. What is calling your interest on these girls? I don't know. I'm just convinced that I'm going to date her. I'm not even talking about marriage. I'm going to date her. The first day I saw her, I was like, even me myself, I was asking myself, Chris, are you sure you want to date this girl? You know. And I remember something. When I told her that, okay, I want to date you. She used the word. She said never.
She dared you.
She said never. I told her that. I used the word. I told her never say never. That was what I told her. Okay, a few days ago, she told me something that. Do I remember I've not asked her out again after she told me never? I said, but we are married now. The only act I have to ask you again was, will you marry me? That was the next.
So she didn't even know when she started dating.
So like she didn't even know how it all started. Of it, she's just into the relationship, and so it was quite an interesting time. So
I see.
It's after the school period and everything. At the moment she traveled and. Okay. But then I knew I've met the woman I want to marry, so it's fine.
You knew what you wanted.
Yeah, I knew what I wanted, and I was sure that I'm going to settle for her.
So you went to Nigeria to marry her?
Yeah, I had to go back to Nigeria to finally take full authority.
So she's here with you.
Yes, she's here with me.
Hey, hallelujah! This calls for celebration. So Ghana helped you to find
actually
the love of your life. The what do they call it? The bone of your bone.
Yeah, my better house.
The flesh of your flesh.
My complete house.
Ghana, why are there? You have helped my brother to find
Ghana.
I'm happy to hear that. So people are living together now in Ghana.
Yeah.
So I know you've said something about what you do now, which is decoration. So I want you to give
installation.
me details here.
Yeah, we do sales of wallpapers. We do installation, marbles installation. That is kind of sticker marbles installation.
Okay.
PVC wall PVC installation and all that. Then CCTV installation. Okay. We do sales of CCTV gadgets and CCTV installation as well. Okay. I have other partners I work with, and also there is a company that we are also running, which is Mattel's Incorporated. Okay, we are into general supply of services and products. So whatever it is that you want, that you're not sure where to get
them,
and you're not sure of how to get them, or a service you need that you're not sure of who can supply your service, just contact us, we'll provide that.
Okay. So before I say you should give out your number, I want to ask this question that escaped my memory, but it has just come. What's the Ghanaian meal that you love the most?
You see, one of my friends gave me a surprise after my wedding. She invited me out with my wife. And when we got to the place, when she was not like, go through the menu. And when I went through the menu, I saw something interesting. I knew that, when I saw the thing, I looked at her face, she smiled. I knew that was why she brought us there.
Okay.
And that is fufu. I love Ghana fufu.
Okay.
Well prepared with nice soup and abonchi. You know what they call
abonchi? Goat meat.
That's very, very important.
I see. I do ask this question, and I must ask you. You know, everywhere you go to, you have both good and bad experiences. You've shared how Ghana has helped you find your wife, how Ghana helped you get your degree, and all of those good stuffs. Can you share one bad experience you had in Ghana? So that others will learn from it, so they will not make some mistakes, or when they see something like that coming, they will understand how to navigate around it. So tell me one thing that happened to you in Ghana that will be like, oh, this one happened to me in Ghana.
Well, one thing I will say is this. I thank God, even before this actually happened before I met my wife.
Okay.
As a young guy in Ghana, especially if you're Nigerian, avoid anything that has to do with, you see, this Ghanaian kind of, we love Nigerian, a young girl meeting you and telling you that she's in love with you.
Okay.
Oh, it happens a lot.
Like a young Ghanaian.
A young Ghanaian girl, teenage girl precisely.
Teenager.
When they see a Nigerian guy who is looking okay, they intend to, they are not too shy to tell you what they feel about you. Be wise. It's a trap. I've seen people who have gone through hell because of that. We had a case where a guy is being jailed because he was accused of defilement, and it's actually a plan. Thank God that the whole thing turned around and the case was revisited and the guy became free because the guy actually never slept with the girl. And she was not even a virgin before they met. And with the core quote that she's an underage, she was actually above 18. But the parents use her for that whenever they want to. And so at the point when this case started, we are asked to pay 40,000 Ghana cedis. And that money was not nowhere. The guy don't have the money. Nobody can raise such amount of money. So there was no way we could raise that money. So the family came down to 9,000 cedis, that they would close the case if we pay 9,000 cedis. The money wasn't there. So the case went to court. And he was reminded, even without being, the case have not been said, he was reminded because the judge is not interested in hearing your story. You shouldn't have any reason to have anything to do with the little girl.
Little girl, yeah.
Okay. So he was reminded, but when we now have to press on so that they can do more investigation, we realize that it's actually what the family has been doing to so many Nigerian guys. So if he had the 9,000 cedis, he would pay the 9,000 cedis, the girl will move on to another guy. So I would always tell every Nigerian guy in Ghana, be careful with how you relate with Ghanaian teenagers. Avoid them as much as you can. Many of them are traps.
You shouldn't even be doing anything with a teenager.
Many of them are traps. And you know the way, because of the way some of them look, they might be a teenager, they look big. So you will not even pay attention. So it's even better. Thank God that, when I started dating my wife, then I had few other relationships, but I've never dated a Ghanaian before.
Okay, I've
never dated a Ghanaian before. Not because I hate them. I have lots of them as female friends. Many of them as female friends, but I've never dated them before. And it's not because I choose not to, but it's because I've not had any reason to. You see, relationship to me is important. It's not something I just jump into any woman I say. So I've never dated any of them before. But since I met my wife, it gave me that whole long period of time. So there was no need for me to even get involved with another lady. So one thing I would tell guys is avoid that. And another thing is, I love Ghanaian police. I can tell you that. I was telling someone that since I've been in Ghana, I've never been embarrassed. You know this, you'll be in a taxi, they will ask you to come down. They will start searching you up and down. They have not done that to me. And the person was like, how is that? I said, yes, they have not done that to me. But I see them, I've been in a taxi before where they stop everybody and ask other guys to come down, they search them, but I was there, nobody searched me.
It's your personality.
So I always say this, and if you have any reason to be involved in anything, I have to involve the police. Tell them the truth. Ghanaian police listens. But when they look at you and you try to prove arrogance, you're actually going to get into trouble with them. But when you come across them, as long as you know you're okay, you've not committed any crime, be sincere with them. Talk to them with some level of, the moment they see any form of challenge from you, they are going to come after you. That is one thing about Ghana police. So, but I think I can say Ghanaian police have not been bad to me. Personally, I don't know about others. I actually communicate with, I feel like I trust them.
I see.
I don't have anyone as a close friend as we speak. If I have some military guys as close friends, but as Ghana police, I don't have anyone as a close friend. But I can tell you that they have not been bad. And that I've not had any reason where I have to call and say, hey, please, Ghana police is holding me, I need help. Even sometimes, I was driving, I took a wrong turn. That was on the Achimota heading towards Amasaman. I took the bridge, and I was, at the point I was now like, I've made a mistake, how do I go back? There was a checkpoint at the front. So I had to park my car, run to the police checkpoint. Please, this is where I'm going to. And the man was like, you're lost already, because you have to go to Amasaman to go and turn. And that is a long journey. I was not like, sir, please. I can't go that far. Besides, I don't have much fuel, please. I need help. He was like, okay, don't worry, you park there. I'll stop the cars, you turn around, I'll direct you to go back to the other side. No, that was like, I felt, wow, this is nice. So I waited until when he asked me to turn, and I turned, and he directed me to take. I'm like, fine, this is good. Those are part of the experiences I've had with Ghana police. I didn't have to give him any money. I didn't have to convince him to do anything. All I explained to him is that this is the situation I'm in. Please, I need help. And he actually helped me. So I feel like, yes, they have been good. These are my good experiences. And the bad experience is on this, seeing people go through some hell, like,
Yeah.
And in June, what is it called? The experience at Seco was one of my worst experiences. One of the days I prayed my last prayer because I was actually at Seco that night when the flood.
That flood that took life.
I actually prayed my last prayer that day.
Wow.
I didn't know I was going to come out of that incident.
So you were actually there?
I was at Seco that night. And the explosion happens to happen when I was on the bridge with the guy I was trying to struggle with. I told him, say, guy, let's find our way. So we were able to get on the bridge and we were trying to run across to the other side where we had the explosion. We could not go back. We just had to find our way out. It's one of the days I know that in Ghana I said, God, you have saved me in this one. I'm grateful. Like it wasn't a good experience actually.
I thank God for your life.
It wasn't a good experience.
Because so many people lost their life.
It was something. It was the next morning when I began to see things
that happened.
I was not like, wow. But thank God I'm among the few that survived.
So. And no bruises, nothing.
Nothing. The only effect I had was my laptop was condemned because I was carrying my laptop on my back and I had to swim. So that was the only thing I lost in that incident, my laptop.
Thank God. Laptop, Shay, you've gotten another one. But your life, I thank God for that. No. Was there any life that was lost as a Nigerian? Did you hear of any Nigerians that died in the process?
The next day we got the news in school. One of the girls she was a student of AIT. Her name is Ada. And that day she wrote her final exam. So it was
tragedy never happened to us.
It never happened to us. It was quite a shock. We had to go to school, that planned for the service of song and all of that, lit candle for her.
Oh, that was sad.
Then she was at a point AIT got another campus around Seaview.
Okay.
Then she's a cantonment. That is what was where I was also schooled. My own department was in cantonment. That was the same place. So she was coming back from cantonment after her final exams before that incident happened.
But I thank God for your life.
Sure.
You're among the living, and Ghana has been treating you well. Thank you for giving Nigeria a good name.
Oh, thank you.
And being an amazing Nigerian.
That's what
in
we
Ghana.
came to do.
You are serving your country right. So I want you to give out your phone number just in case anybody needs your service or the services you mentioned. They can contact you. Do you have a social media platform?
Yes, we have lots of social media platforms, but it's better you reach straight on contact. WhatsApp or calls.
Fine.
Okay, that is going to get through to us. Okay, yeah. So my number is 0596 23 1021.
Please call it again.
0596 23 1021.
Thank you so much for coming on my channel. God bless you. I really appreciate your presence. I would have said you should say a word to Nigerians, but you've advised a lot in the video. So if you were listening very well, you know that I have said a lot to Nigerians and the way they should live their life in Ghana. So thank you so much for gracing my channel. I really do appreciate. We'll meet again. You'll come on my life. Yes, I'm saying it. So when you see him, you'll not be surprised. Him and his wife, if you watch my videos, you will know who the wife is. Because she has been on my channel before. So if you watch my videos, you can link up one or two and you understand. If you understand, let me know in the comment section. If you are able to link the wife, let me know in the comment section. Thank you so much guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed watching this video and I hope you've been able to learn one or two from this video. Be you a Nigerian, be you a Ghanaian, whether you are a Ghanaian living in the diaspora, you would learn something from this video because that's the main aim of this video. Okay, please do well to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Turn on the bell notification so you get notified whenever I upload a new video. Please share this video with your family, friends, loved ones, neighbors, haters, enemies. They need it. And please comment in the comment section what kind of video you're expecting from me. Thank you guys for watching, and until we meet next time, do not forget to always smile because you're beautiful when you do. Bye.